Hello guys, hope you're having a wonderful day today. This is actually my first video over here on YouTube, so hello and welcome. So I wrote a script for this video. It's funny actually. I wrote a script for this video at the beginning of this year about the resolutions and stuff, but it's quite late for that. So in this video I decided to narrate the process, like what I'm doing in the video and why I'm doing that. So I hope you'll enjoy it. So how I go about here is I start with mapping out the strand itself. I don't really have any specific reason for that. I guess it helps me gauge the volume. But I really find it quite therapeutic following along the sketch line with the colors. And it also helps me improvise the strands that I haven't made yet. You see, I have not drawn any lines on the upper portion of the head, and I feel like just following on the sketch lines helped me improvise. So after that, I put another layer. It's like a wash of color to cover the entire hair area. And here I kind of work in sections so that I do not have to worry about covering a large portion and having a uniform wash of color. So doing it in sections really helps. And for this part of the process, I'm using Dr. P.H. Martin India ink. So what it does is once it's dry, it wouldn't budge. So it really helps when you're working in many layers like I'm doing here. First I followed along the sketch lines, then I did the wash of the color. If I were to use a watercolor, then it will most likely disturb the sketch layer. So using inks really helps, and I suppose it has its downside. Like if you're very used to using lifting process, I don't think it would lift very well, but yeah. So I'll just be with every layer we'll be darkening up the strands until that I have the depth that I want. And I feel like drawing in many layers and moving from light to dark, even though it's time consuming, I feel like it really helps me warm up to the drawing itself. And I can feel it. I feel myself getting bolder with the strokes as I go along. One thing I absolutely loved about drawing this illustration is those locks. I really loved doing those wavy locks. It's like it was the best part for me. we missed a bit of footage in the beginning, but really you didn't really miss anything. You'll see I'll be repeating the same process over and over again for the entire face and the neck portion. So basically what I do is I put the color down and quickly rinse my brush and try to blend the colors out, and I repeat this process like 100 times and until I'm happy. So when I was editing this bit of footage, I'm like, oh my god, if you do this one more time, I'm deleting the whole video, which I didn't obviously. But it doesn't mean that I didn't repeat that though. So I cut most of this off so that you guys wouldn't be bored to death. So next we'll be moving on to inking with black. So it's just to further add more contrast. Till now I was using more and more concentrated ink as I move along, but finally we'll just be adding a touch of black here and there to give you this like a additional flair, you know. So next I was trying to make sense of the skull, which was difficult to say the least, but I think it turned out well enough. So from the first, I couldn't quite figure out this bit of hair. I really should have prepared a bit more in the sketch phase, but I didn't, so I kind of improvised, and I think it turned out okay. I kind of did the finishing touches here and there wherever the black inks is, I feel like necessary. And really, again, I love doing those curls. Loved it so very much. So at the last, I also have a little bit of missed footage. I did the eyeliner and the eyelashes, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this was actually a commission that I was commissioned quite a long time ago. Actually, it was in 2021, I believe. A lovely lady who commissioned me. It was her idea and character, and which I love doing. So thank you so much for commissioning me. And so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and all this information wasn't very confusing for you. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.